Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of TvansPlays Fire Emblem. Uh, just gonna start my time here. Okay, so going right from where we left off on the last episode, starting chapter 1. So we're here in the map screen. So Lynn and I are gonna be traveling to that little blue blip there called Bulgar. It's kind of the commercial, yeah, it just says right there, the commercial capital of the Sakai region. And it looks like we're going to be greeted by two horsemen in this city of Bulgar. So here we go into chapter 1, the footsteps of fate. So we're going to be up there in Bulgar. We're just getting supplies, getting ourselves ready for our journey. And enter Sane. So Sane's going to be a cavalier we get in this game. He's a hilarious character. I love Sane. He's very flirtatious, loves all the females, so he's just infatuated. Always has to try and shoot for the score, you know? And his partner here, Kent, much more hard-ass, kind of uptight, not as fun, kind of. He's more about the business, the job they have to do. So he's gonna give Sane some shit for being an asshole. But Lynn and I have a job to do. We gotta go explore, so they're kind of in our way. So we're gonna ask the knights to politely move. But obviously, Sane would like to stop and chat. So yeah, Kent's just gonna keep giving him the gears. Of these two fellows, I much prefer Sane just because he's kind of more entertaining. But so Lynn spots some bandits. We have to see if like those knights will come back and help us out. But here's this guy here, this leader of the bandits, but he called Lynn Lindis. That's a little strange. But looks like they're here to take her in for some gold, for some money. And she's kind of outnumbered, Lynn. And looks like it's Sane and Kent to the rescue. So of course Sane will be first one to charge in when a lady's in trouble. But I mean, I'm here too, guys. Like, don't forget about me. Anyways, so we'll get the gentleman to take care of this for us. This level we're going to learn about the weapons triangle and a bit of terrain. So we're going to see how that all affects what goes on in a battle. So here's the battle screen here. So Sane's going to want to show his might. So let's get Sane to show Lynn how valiant he really is. Swing that iron lance. Notice the down arrow by Sane's lance up there in the pre-battle menu here. That's going to play a little bit of a part. Yeah, so Sane missed and he's going to get swung at for some damage here. So with the weapons triangle, actually, here we go. Sane and Kent are going to bicker a little bit because Sane didn't listen in Knight's training, I suppose. But Kent's going to tell him how you have to use swords against axe users. So there's kind of a rock, paper, scissors element to this game of a weapons triangle. So swords better axes, axes beat lances, and lances beat swords. So if you use that triangle, you maintain kind of the advantages, then you get kind of an accuracy and damage bonus against an opponent. So Kent's going to show Sane what he missed. So he's going to attack with a sword. Now, you're going to notice that Kent and Sane aren't the same character, just in different models. Like, different characters hold different stats and different kind of attributes, so we'll begin to notice that if we look at their stats here. Here we go. So, if you're kind of noticing, Sane's a little bit stronger on the offense and defensive side, while Kent's got a little bit more skill and speed, so he'll be able to hit better than Sane, but Sane's going to be able to take the hits. So we're going to get Lynn to clean up here. We're going to finish off this bandit. And notice that the panel under Lynn is a little bit different. So she's in a forest. And on the next turn here, we're going to learn exactly how the forest is going to affect the battle here. So Sane's going to want to redeem his honor here. So we're going to get him to attack this bandit down here. My game keeps slowing down for some stupid reason. So, yep, we attack with this iron sword. And open fire, buddy. But Sane missed again. But luckily he dodged this one, so... Kent's going to give him shit again. Because Kent's kind of an asshole. But Kent's going to teach Sane that the forest actually... The forest impaired Sane's ability to strike there, so... Kent's gonna come back and, you know, teach Sane a thing or two. But once this kind of part's over, we'll get Sane to redeem himself later. So you might find that I kind of lean and pull favorites towards some characters over others, just because, well, I have favorites. That's all I can say. But as best as I can, I'm going to try and even out the experience, how that all goes out. What we're going to do here is we're going to move Lynn closer to that enemy, but we're going to think and we're going to move her into that forest. Just like Kent said. So the bandit's going to come up and swing at Kent. Not very effective. And there we go. And he comes around. Okay. So this turn, Sane's a little hurt, so Lynn's going to offer to trade a vulnerary. But Sane the Gallant, of course, will take any opportunity to get next to Lynn. So here's kind of a little conversation there. And so we're going to trade between our units. Trading's kind of important just because it gets useful items from characters to other characters that need them. So I'm going to give Sane this full vulnerary here. It's kind of a confusing word to say, but... And Sane's going to be able to finish his motion here. So yeah, with Sane and Kent being on horses, their movement range, as you can see, is a little bit higher. And so they get to move farther, and with them on horses, they get to finish the rest of their movement path if they use items or trade or something like that, which is pretty cool. So I'll see if Kent can finish off this guy. Yeah, good stuff. And I'll get Lynn to move from trees to trees here, keep her safe. Just do that, that's good. And this bandit's going to go down and attack Sane, that's alright. And Sane's just going to wail on him. So, you might notice that I'm going to get a little bit frustrated with kind of the percentages in this game. Like if I were to get hit, if I get hit by a 48, I'm going to be a little bit mad just because the odds are not particularly in favor. So it just kind of grinds my gears a little bit. It's kind of like hacks. I play a little bit of Pokemon too, so like we kind of refer to that as hacks. But you know, I guess sometimes it's bound to happen. It just still pisses me off, especially if I lose a character to that. So I'm going to see where the experience kind of lies here. So Kent's almost leveled up. What I'll do here is get Sane some extra experience. Bandit's going to swing and miss. So I'm just going to give Sane a little bit of extra experience, and I'll get Kent to finish this guy off. Hopefully he levels up. Finish him off. Good, just like I planned. Level up, see how he does. Not bad, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. So then I'll just move Lynn here. I prefer to get Sane to kill this boss just because he needs to level up yet. So Sane's like one of my favorite characters this early in the game, so I might be pulling for him a little bit more, especially utilizing his good defense and stuff. But we'll see. So yeah, that's not bad. That's a fair trade, I'd say. Yeah, so I don't know, just a little bit about the game for the future, I guess, you're gonna notice that I don't know, my favorite class of the game I'd have to say is Myrmidons. We don't get one until a little bit later, but when you see it, oh, I'm just all over that. It's just, I don't know, it's just a cool class, like the swords and kind of how agile they are. Basically like Lyn, but I don't know, sword masters are just cool. So yeah, defeat the boss here, finish the level. Sane gets the level up, which is cool. He gets a lot of experience for killing the boss there, but just gets his luck up. That sucks. That really sucks. Anyway, so we beat the mission. Lyn's gonna better acquaint herself with the knights here. And here's one of these cinematic kind of portraits that I love, how they tell the story with this. But, so yeah, Sane and Kent are from I guess it's the country of Lycia. And they've come to get Lyn. Why they've come to get Lyn? Well, Kent and Sane are about to explain this here. But they're looking for Marquess Kaelin's daughter, Madeline. Well, I guess they're looking for her daughter. So Madeline ran to the plains, fell in love with this man. They had a child, Lindis. Lindis is actually the heir to the throne of Kaelin, as they're going to explain here. So Marquess Kaelin is actually Lyn's grandfather. And so Lyn is actually the next in line to be the Marquess of Kaelin. However, Marquess Kaelin also has a younger brother named Lundgren. And Lundgren has been plotting to take the throne by force, unbeknownst to anyone that Marquess Kaelin has a surviving ancestor. So we're going to see in the game a little bit of family quarrel, and with Lundgren trying to take out Lyn, and Lyn trying to protect her grandfather. So Lyn's kind of a little bit relieved that she has some surviving family, and she's just noticing now that that bandit called her Lindis. So it's obviously known that on both sides she's been looked for, whether to be taken out or taken in. So what we're going to do is we're going to travel with Sane and Kent, get back to Lycia, back to Castle Kaelin, and try and reunite Lyn with her grandfather and try and protect the throne there. So yeah, Lyn and I are going to have a little talk. Kind of things are changing, how everything's going to get kind of up-paced a little bit. So yeah, of course we'll travel along with them. So here's where we're going to end this one off. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to post any kind of criticisms, questions, how I can improve this better for you guys. So hope to see you on the next one. Thanks guys. Have a good one.